Hi, everyone. Welcome to DomainSherpa, and thank you for tuning in to the podcast with the best domain names and digital asset content in the world. Today's episode is a DomainSherpa review titled Better Off Dead, featuring Shane, Miller, and Drew. On today's show, we play the domain game featuring IronLung.com, Golfville.com, SnapDragon.co, and Fractile.com. Then we've got the NameJetGonnaJet segment, sponsored by NameJet, and we talk about some domains coming up for auction, including RJP.com, Artifacts.com, FarmProperty.com, and personalinjury.net. The Sherpas also talk about bucket list domains and domains they wish they never sold. They also talk about credit limits on marketplaces and if there should be a cap on the amount someone can use a credit card for in a buy it now transaction. Then from an off-topic standpoint, they talk about the Portuguese language program Drew's currently enrolled in, and they also talk about the first time the Sherpas emailed each other with a little blast from the past. All that and more is coming up on today's show. And remember, if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, you can also watch the video version at DomainSherpa.com and on our YouTube channel at ds.tv. You can also listen to the shows on Apple and Spotify and other podcast platforms as well. So please make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button everywhere that you can and help DomainSherpa grow the pie. We also integrate our shows with news.ai, which provides search functionality for the shows and transcripts as well. And big shout out to Unstoppable Domains. Unstoppable is the ICANN accredited registrar that gives domainers powerful tools and the lowest pricing in the industry. They've just joined the Afternic Fast Transfer Network and offer fully featured landers with LTO, self-brokerage, and just 3% commissions. You can also register $5.coms every Friday. Talk to them on X or NamePros to learn more. And shout out to escrow.com. Here at Media Options, we've relied on escrow.com for years. They've handled some of our biggest deals, including 7- and 8-figure transactions. We use their specialized domain services because they understand domains. As the largest online licensed and audited escrow operator, escrow.com is fast, secure, and accountable with workflows built specifically for domains. Whether you're buying your first domain or closing million-dollar deals, they protect buyers and sellers around the world from fraud while ensuring smooth transfers. Escrow.com, domain deals done right. And also big shout out to DNX.com. DNX is your go-to domain intelligence platform featuring all-in-one search results from the top marketplaces, including GoDaddy, Cedo, and Atom. DNX is the most advanced way to find and acquire your domain name, so go to dnx.com and get your domain. And last but not least, big shout out to our own business, Media Options, the #1 domain brokerage in the world. Find out more at MediaOptions.com, where you can also sign up for our newsletter for the best domain opportunities available in the market every week, and also featuring key insights and other helpful information related to branding, naming, and of course, domain investing. And remember, the ICA has their annual member meeting taking place January 15th to the 17th at Park MGM in Las Vegas. Very excited about what's going on and in store for the meeting, so go to ica.vegas for more information and to register. So now with all that, it's time to get into this episode of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. What's up, Sherpa Network? Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Jonathan Tenenbaum, a.k.a. JT, a.k.a. J-On, a.k.a. Sherpa Winfrey, host and producer of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I know we all just had the holiday, so hopefully you had an opportunity to spend some time with family, with loved ones, get yourself a good meal, get yourself a plate. But we've only got a couple more weeks until Christmas, so we got work to do. And today's show is a Domain Sherpa review, where we'll get into the minds of successful domain investors using real examples so we can learn strategies and tactics to become more successful domain name investors ourselves. These are the experts. I say that extra fast, so all y'all listening at 2x speed, it is like super fast, crazy fast. There's 4 segments to a Domain Sherpa review. We got the grand opening. That's where I intro the Sherpas. We see what's going on with them, talk about some related things, some unrelated things, AKAs and whatnot. Then we get into the domain game. That's where we hear about what the Sherpas recently bought or sold. Everybody guesses on the price. We keep score, and eventually, somehow, some way, someday, get some swag to the winner. It happens. Sherpa Island hoodie. Shane rocking his hoodie. Drew's got a hoodie. Miller's got a hoodie.
It happens. It happens.
It does. It happens.
Miracles do happen.
That's it. It's the season of miracles. Let's keep it moving. Can I get a miracle?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate the bill though. Come on, JT. I thought it was free.
Direct debit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Get a miracle. Don't only get a miracle. I need a miracle. I know is a Grateful Dead ticket.
That's why that was the reference for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I need a miracle. Meadowlands, day 2. Let's go. All right, and then we've got the NameJetGonnaJet segment where we review a list of domains coming up for auction on NameJet, sponsored by our friends at NameJet. Big shout out to them. Then we've got the grand closing where we'll discuss anything we haven't already covered, what's going on in the domain space, looking at the market trends, current events, allowing our guest co-host to mention, promote, talk about anything they want to talk about that we've not already discussed. With that, let's go ahead and introduce the Sherpas. Over to my left, we got my boy Andrew Rosner, a.k.a. Morpheus, a.k.a. the Dirk Diggler of digital assets, a.k.a. Bob Lee Swagger, the sniper, a.k.a. Drew. Drew got what I need, a.k.a. Graybeard, the domain pirate. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, so much. I am heads down learning Portuguese in an intensive course, 150 hours in 6 weeks. And I am that's basically put a huge disruption in my life. That's the understatement of the year. But anyways, very excited to be doing that, and keeping the business running. A lot going on. It's holiday season. We got a lot of pipeline. It's just a lot. Got a lot.
Wow. But hey, better to be busy than bored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question.
I tell myself that when I'm trying to roll out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I know, man. I don't know how you're doing it, but I have to do my CLEs for my continuing legal education. Every 2 years, I've got to do 24 credits, which is basically listening to 24 hours of, and I'll always pick like things that are somewhat topical. So this year, I've grabbed a bunch of AI courses and things, but all I have to do is listen, and then I take the code that, so I don't have to be engaged. Like you're in the full on Zoom tutoring thing. And do you have exams? Do you test during the process?
No, there are and we've like no, not in any meaningful way. I don't need to take an exam to pass. It's an intensive course where I'm one-on-one, 150 hours, and at the end I get an A2 language certificate, regardless of my abilities. But I really do want to learn. I've lived here for almost 8 years now, and I really deeply want to learn Portuguese. So I am fully engaged, and I'm really trying to learn. But it is hard to teach an old dog new tricks. I'll tell you that.
You've got a Spanish background, which helps translate a little bit.
So it's very interesting. The Spanish totally helps with my ability to read. I can basically read 90% of Portuguese. Especially at this point, I'm 35 hours deep into my lessons. I can read zero issue, primarily because of the Spanish background. But it makes speaking 100 times harder for me, because speaking Portuguese is the polar opposite of speaking Spanish. When you speak Spanish, you pronunciate the syllables and the vowels, and in Portuguese, you swallow them. And so it's very difficult. It really is actually making it very difficult for me with my pronunciation and, the verbal part of the learning. But it certainly helps with sentence structure, with reading, with
crossover words too.
Yeah, for sure. Although there's also a lot of what I call false friends. You got a lot of words in Spanish that do not mean the same thing in Spanish, in Portuguese. So there's also a bunch of false friends that you sort of get comfortable using, and you're like, oh wait, actually no, I can't say that.
Yeah. I was so bad at language. It runs in the family. I mean, in high school, that I took French and barely got through it. And I went to college, and language was required at Cornell freshman year. And I'm like, I better take Spanish, introductory Spanish, because I can't handle this advanced French shit. And sure enough, I'm in Spanish, and I'm speaking like how it'd be like, "Si, bonjour," but it's like no, such a mistake. It was like Spanglish or whatever you call
Spanglish.
French.
Language lessons. Big shout out to Better Off Dead. If y'all remember the movie Better Off Dead.
No.
That could be
shame throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that.
Exactly. Yeah. That might have to be the title of the show, Better Off Dead. Anyway, those are the vibes we're bringing to the table. All right, well, let me keep it moving with the introductions. Below Drew, we got my boy, the one and only Andrew Miller, aka Miller Time, aka Ace Rothstein, aka Bill Belichick, the former, not the current, aka the Miller Whale, aka Jack and Jill went up the hill each with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I just got back. I was telling you guys before. I just speaking of Spanish. I just did a whirlwind 6 days over Thanksgiving in Madrid and London. My daughter was studying abroad in Spain, so I got to head over there for an untraditional Thanksgiving. And you know, we sit at a dinner table, and I was blown away because we would look at each other, and she would just rifle out Spanish to the waiter or waitress and take care of us. So it was cool. But yeah, things. I mean, it's ready to not travel, ready to be home for a little bit, and busy. Always a busy few weeks for us, all of us, I'm sure. Heading into the home stretch of the year, and this. I think I'm sure we talked about this recently, and there's a lot of balls in the air, and some of those balls got to land, right? But there's a lot of balls in the air, and there's also a lot going on, right? Crypto's in a funk, and there's just we'll see. I feel like there's more balls than ever, but we'll see which ones land in the hole before New Year's or before Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was saying at the intro, right? It's like you come off I think Thanksgiving sort of lets everybody know we're in the home stretch now, and we've got a couple of weeks before everybody kind of turns into pumpkins for the year, and you've got budgets that need to be allocated and established for the following year, money that needs to be spent, deals that need to be closed, and it's pretty crazy, but all good stuff, man. Good activity. So, all right, cool. Well, all right, let's, last but not least, below me, we got my boy Shane Cultra, a.k.a. Sugar Shane, a.k.a. Honey Shane, a.k.a. Mike Rowe, a.k.a. Blame It on the Shane, a.k.a. House of Shane, the Culture Personality, Culture Club, Blue Oyster Culture, the Cultivator, doing it for the Cultra, in Shane and the Membrane, chain. What's up, man?
All good. I'm the same as Miller there. I've only been in my bed 4 days in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Because remember, I went from Miami to Austin to go run that race, and I came home, hopped in a car, drove to New Jersey, spent 10 days there, came back, went to the holidays up in Rockford, Illinois, and then I just came back. So it's good. And I didn't get sick. Like, that's the crazy part. That's what as we get older, right? Like, that's our big thing is when we travel, like, don't get sick, stay healthy through the whole thing. And I ran
it's like I get invited to holiday parties. I'm like, I don't want to go. There's too many sick people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on the planes, right, to Europe and back, it's like it's always like Murphy's Law. The guy next to me is the one hacking and blowing his nose the whole flight. And somehow
you come off a conference, like conferences make you tired. Then hop on a plane. Then I do a 50K where I'm tired. Then I hop on another plane. Then I'm tired and I hop in a car for 13 hours. Like, you're gonna get something, right? But
I woke up today not feeling good, like finally, and I'd been able to so I haven't been on any planes, but I was in Miami, and then holiday stuff and coaching and gyms and things and practices.
Yeah.
And, we had kids that were like our high school team, like the girls that I coach, like deathly ill, like 100 and some fever.
Right.
At
and
practice.
They still come, of course.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I've got a no handshake high five rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, don't worry. I'm fist bumping y'all and, high fiving you in spirit. But, it's, but even then today I woke up and I was like, I think I finally got something after all that, trying to.
And then you get like, I almost had heat stroke in Texas, and I come the next day and I shovel my driveway with no gloves, and I almost get frostbite. And I'm like, 24 hours.
Right.
And I'm losing limbs. Like, that's how crazy the country is. It's weather's all over.
I'm telling you guys, the ginger turmeric shot a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe in it deeply.
All right.
Amongst other
that's doses. I think that's stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got it.
Of course you do.
I gotta eat, but I don't
the
do
little
it every
Whole Foods bottles. I do them. I do at least one a day, no matter where I am.
I'm gonna pound one. I'm gonna do like a week's worth, like after the show. I'm sure that'll go well. But but it is that funky time of year, and I think the Northeast is about to get slammed. Oh, okay,
all day, every day.
Yeah. The Northeast is about to get slammed with some kind of Arctic frost, chill, vortex type shit.
Yeah, it's snowing right now.
High at 12 degrees. It's hard to run out in that shit stuff. It's
you had you had the, what do you call that? The leak or whatever, that's disclosure about the weather manipulation. You had the guy that's in charge of like weather and atmosphere for America in the Trump administration came out and was like, oh yeah, or all that shit that we were telling everybody they were, conspiracy theorists. Actually, no, it was all true. We've been spraying aluminum oxide and all this shit over your heads for 50, 70 years. And we've just been ramping that shit up, dialing it up to a 10. And Trump's like, oh wait, you're telling me we got a machine we can control the weather? So he's like, he's got his hands on that toy.
I mean, yeah. So, well, we won't go too far down that rabbit hole, but
But see, you're the kind of person, you're like, no, I don't care that the government actually told us that they do this. It's still a conspiracy theory.
no,
That's
it's
you.
not that. It's just
That's
that.
you. You're like, no,
Well, no, because
I'm
then
not taking it out of the conspiracy theory box, even though the government just
Tell
told us
tell
that
him to give some snow up in the high country in Colorado, because Vale and those guys, we don't have any snow yet to go skiing. So
and
tell
then
them to
Yeah.
turn
it's
this
not
shit
that
on
I'm
again.
discounting it as a truth
Could
or a
use some.
conspiracy or whatever, but it's just like I have questions, and if we're gonna then go down this like rabbit hole in general, we're gonna be spending some time because then it makes me wonder, okay, well, what are they trying to solve for, right? Is it to try to increase rainfall in
Well,
areas where they need crops?
that's
Like,
definitely going to go beyond the scope of what we're going to discuss on this podcast.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, the questions you should be asking are like, oh, all those hurricanes that wiped out the Gulf states, and that everybody said was acting literally unprecedented for any hurricane in human history. Well, what happened there? What about that hurricane? Forget which one it was. Like 2 years ago, they were like, went out to sea, and then they're like, no, you didn't. Did a hard 180. It came right back full speed ahead, category 5, back onto the
oh
mainland.
yeah, the one that boomerang back
You
into
know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
put a domain. I can put
And
a
they
domain.
showed like extreme high energy beams like being shot at this hurricane. They're like, what's that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about those weird wavelengths. Don't worry about it. Anyways, it does open up a lot of questions.
Diverging at the risk of diverging. I think I've said this before, maybe even on Sherpa, but if asked the question, you could be gifted any single domain in the world for free. And you can only pick one. My answer has never changed since 1997 when I discovered these things, which is weather.com.
Weather.com. Yeah.
Has never changed. Every single person cares about it in the world. Everybody wakes up every day wondering what it is, how it's going to be, how does it affect their lives.
Some people
You
have
know?
nothing else to talk about. No offense.
Yeah.
And some people have nothing else to talk about. But no matter what, no matter what you do, you need to know it, and there's an effect. Almost
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Mine has always been kind of, I don't know. Mine, well, it used to be love.com. At various times, it was art.com. And then at various times, it was home.com. And today, I don't know.
Mine's never changed.
Yeah, maybe like,
What
might
about
be
you,
like
Shane?
bet, might be like bet.com today.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shane,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. Although I would have trouble. I mean, I don't think I could go wrong with any of those words. Love is kind of a universal.
Actually, it'll be x.com.
Yeah,
X.com.
single letters. Yeah.
It's I mean, putting aside the business of X, and even prior to, let's say, Elon getting,
You have to remove that, right, from the discussion.
yeah. Putting all that aside, just as a domain name in a vacuum, it's by far the most valuable, the most flexible, the most versatile, the most just absolute banger domain name on earth.
From a brand, yes.
But it takes somebody like an Elon to overcome this. There is a little bit of a stink on the letter X, because of X rated, and its association with adult and sex. And so
Never thought about that, but yeah.
It does take an Elon to overcome that hurdle. But that would be my number one choice.
Thanks,
But
Marcus.
putting that aside, probably, yeah, it's probably bet.com.
I mean, you think about some of it, bank.com.
But bank, what are you gonna do with bank? I mean, like, eh,
People hate banks.
people hate banks.
Money.com. What about money.com?
Yeah, money was
Money's broad. Money's kind of like sex.com. It's like, it's just too broad. It's like, you're going to get sort of run of network traffic. It's going to be very difficult. And not, it's not difficult to monetize, but it's difficult to monetize efficiently and effectively. And I think money's broad. I think money beyond what it's being used for, which is publication, it makes perfect sense as a money publication talking about money, but you can't be really a financial service on money.com. It's too broad.
Does it have the risk of being obsolete?
Well, I mean, money
or
yeah,
greatly
fiat,
reduced.
But money is a general thought or term. What about up.com? Something like up.com.
no.
Again, my answer's never changed, and I'm never going
Always
to
whether
change.
you stick to it.
How about, I mean, this is going down, but valuable, it would be like porn.com and girls.com, like those two.
No.
Then you got
No.
sex.com, right?
You want
Sex.com.
you want
monetize.
that to be your life?
I didn't say that. It has nothing to do with me. I'm talking
I'm just saying, no, the question was if you were to be gifted any one domain, one time, free, what would it be? That was how I framed it.
AI.com?
Depends when you ask me. Right now is different than when you asked me if I was
No
23.
question.
Yeah. Well, the
Not for
timing
me.
is interesting. That's why I think you make a good point, Miller, where you say like it's unchanged for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
That it's always been weather.com.
No, I mean, it's a great pick. It's a great
And
pick.
by the way, and they do a great job with it, right? I mean, the owners of it, right?
Sure.
I mean, whoever the Weather Channel or whoever
It's
it
the
is,
Weather
right?
Channel, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've certainly haven't, Food Network bought food.com and did nothing, right? They're wasted it away, right? I mean, by the way, another great name. And,
but
I mean, Weather Channel has deployed weather.com.
recipes.com is a better domain than food.com.
What about
Who owned that? Was that DigiZ? Was that Scott?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think eat.com is better than food.com.
Okay.
And I think, who owns Eat? I gotta look at, I'm pretty sure it's like Ragu.
Wow. It's not
Ragu.
EAT out of New York, I guess. Zabar's.
For me, I think it'd be maybe go.com. I like Go a lot.
Go is Disney. There was a very short moment in time when Disney was going to sell go.com and they came to us and I was like, let's go.
Let's go. No pun intended.
Wasn't it ESPN first though? I'm almost positive.
And then they did the exact opposite. Then they
Well, it was
literally
the
pivoted to
ABC.
putting basically all of Disney online holdings under go.com.
Yeah, if you go there now, it's almost like a site,
Go.com is like a sub-internet. It's like a whole internet. It's like the whole
Remember, it was always ESPN.go.com. You're like, what is
Well,
going on?
because it was
forever.
It was a network, yeah.
Yep, I was gonna say the ABC, ESPN. They were trying to work Go in with ESPN for a little while. Now it's like a what do you call it? It's like it's almost like not a sub page, but it just has all the links to all of everything under the Disney company. So if you go there, it's all the links to their
Here's
parks.
how big we are. Go to go.com to see how many entities we own.
Well, it's got Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, 20th Century, ABC News and Entertainment.
All right, so let's put one more quick pivot, and then we'll get back to the regular schedule episode. What is one domain you've sold or brokered in the past that you wish you could have today?
When you say have, buy it yourself or resell or
you could own
or sold it for more.
Own.
Well, what's the criteria? Could you afford it?
No, just
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
You get it.
Right, so it's an actual.
We make it rain. That's what we do on DomainSherpa. We make it rain.
Yeah, this is the Make It Rain segment. It's a new segment.
All right, that's a good question. It's a little different than any one in the world, right? It's one that you actually have your hands
it's got to
on.
be something that passes your hands. I mean,
yeah. Look, I know you and I have had some crazies, man, like sex and home and chat. I mean, but I think my answer is I'm going to kick this back to you, man, which was, I think it's home.
Yeah, I think it's home.
There's no place like home, man.
Yeah,
it's like home.
I mean, look, I sold X.
All roads lead to
I guess I could stick with X, but home to me, home.com is literally the one that got away from me. Like I had multiple um times at bat, and it just felt
but that to broker it,
to broker it. Yeah,
not to own it. Yeah.
No, broker it. Names I owned and sold that I could wish I had back. I don't know. Probably there's a lot of two. I had a lot of two letters. I had a lot. I had like 60, 56 two letters, and I wish I could have a lot of those back. I wish I could have a whole bunch of those back.
So a flip side of that was in the last couple of years, I had an agreement to oversee the sale or broker two names that I was losing sleep at night, that I was actually selling for a commission versus owning.
Not owning. Yeah.
And I, went out and changed went to my client and changed the terms and changed the deal so I could own them. You guys will not 100% probably, there's flaws and you can point them out. But to me, I was lying in bed saying, man, like, how can these not be owned, especially with my connections and my network and the way I'm wired, which is venturecapital.com and privateequity.com, which is, to me, 2/3 of the capital system for the US, if not the world. And I was like sitting there, I'm like, I have to own these. Like, I can't, I have to be a partner in these, or at least own these. I can't just sell these off for what that broker contract said, because to me, yeah, would you rather have VC? Probably. Would you rather have PE? Yeah, that, Drew. But you guys were involved in that, obviously. But to me, these are still the category definers for trillions of dollars.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Shane, what about you, man?
The one that I think about all the time that I really like the name is it was, again, to Drew. We flipped it. That it was ethical.com. Ethical. It's just something about that name. Like, can be a brand, honest has become a brand. And it's such an important word. And Drew's
still on that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But you made an offer that was too good to pass up for a 24-hour hold. And yeah,
I sent a reflip here. A reflip.
I think I sold it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did. I flipped it.
I'm looking. Is it up? Is it even like a functioning site?
Most of the time, the names are dead to me. Once they're gone, like, I really don't
this one's dead. But this one's like not even. This one's coming up with a. I can't display the content error.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Content page cannot be displayed.
But it's one of those pretty names. Like, we all had those names. I sold so many 3-number and 4-number.coms for nothing before they caught on. Like, and obviously they're not worth as much as they were, but I had some bangers back in the day. I was the king of 4 numbers. I had hundreds of them. So,
you know what I sold? This was reviews.com.
oh, yeah.
Reviews.com. That's one that we sold that for a good price back when, that was real serious.
That is like the end all be all feeder for PageRank.
For everything. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
DR score, Moz score, PageRank.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That is the gold. That is the gold mine, the literal bare naked gold mine for DR score.
Yep.
For whatever that's worth to somebody, which it is, right? To
a lot worth a lot.
So JT, we gonna have a show here, you think, or are we just gonna kind of?
I like that as a little, we're still talking domain, so
it's good. I love it. I think it's great.
I was actually just making the note because it'll end up in the show notes when I talk about the ones that got away, and but
I think it's going to be very popular.
Yeah, no, well, I think it's good. It's good getting your guys' perspective on those kinds of things. Plus, there's history tied into it, and some wins, and some maybe not so as big of potential wins, looking back on some of those things.
All wins.
All wins.
Yeah.
Nothing but wins. All right, well, let's get it. So let's keep it moving. We got the domain game. Let's start with Drew. What do you got? You got to buy or sell? What's up, man?
I'm going to go with a fun little sale. Let's go with IronLung.com. IronLung.com.
IronLung. Ain't got to tell you where it's coming from.
IronLung ain't got to tell you where he's coming from.
I think the last guy on the IronLung just passed.
Really?
Just this year. He was on it forever, and his face was so red.
I'm sorry, Drew. Was that a sale? I had to mute for a minute because my phone rang. Was that a sale or a
sale?
Right.
Yeah.
And
hold on. Shit, I have to take off my virtual background. No, you're out on this.
Crazy, but you know, it's one of those names that I bought probably for all the wrong reasons. And you know, in hindsight, thought, oh wow, that's probably going to be in my portfolio till I die. And then
you're gonna make me change my price.
And then I sold it.
Make sure my credit card number's not on my phone.
All right, Shane, you ready?
Man,
it's a one-on-one, maybe. This is like 50-50 coin
You guys got a chance to start. All right.
Why, JT, you actually, do you know what I selected?
Yeah. Well, I know almost all now. So 7,800 for Shane, 29,925 for Miller.
Ooh, Miller's close. 35,000.
Yeah,
wow.
Boom. Miller, 35K.
Okay, you'll have to explain this one to me. I get IronLung. I know it. I know it could be like, I don't think it's a vault or a safe or.
No, I think it's going to be I honestly, I don't know. The sale went through after Nick, but my guess is it'll be something related to cannabis.
That's what I was thinking. It's like a hot box kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's no the page is just an afternick lander still. There's nothing.
And
else.
I was thinking like triathlon, running, like right in Shane's world.
No, look, there are many applications. Look, it could be an apnea course, right? There's probably some guy that can hold his breath for 9 minutes, and they call him IronLung.
30 minutes. I just watched the video. Guy held his breath for 30 minutes.
No.
Yeah. Well, we won't go off on this topic, but you watch it. I just watched it. I watched 30 minutes of him holding his breath. I'm thinking, I thought this was going to be a 7-minute video.
Underwater?
Underwater. Yeah.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Watch it. It's at ironlung.com. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a true thing. It's a true thing.
No, you know what I mean? Like, look,
it could be a scuba diving thing. Yeah.
Probably, you know, this whole extreme apnea is probably it's probably an extreme sport now. You know what I mean? Like, next thing it'll be in the Olympics. Like, you'll have people holding their breath for 2 months. They'll be in a coma, and then, you know, we'll resuscitate them. But I don't know. I don't know what
it's a good sale.
35 grand I thought was a great sale.
Yeah, that's
JT, don't get lost here. Chuck this one up for the number one here for the score.
Hey, I don't even
sure.
Billy's gonna.
I don't win these things very often. I
got my sweatshirt. I don't care anymore.
I got my swag.
All right.
Got my swag. I'm out.
I like it. It's a great
all right,
sale.
well, good work. All right, Miller. So, you can't get this next point because it's going to be your name. So,
by the way, I'm going to just call you out right now because otherwise I'm going to forget, JT. But I am going to call you out because, like, this is my reputation. You know what I mean? Like, when you make a sweatshirt, that shit needs to be 100% cotton. 100% cotton.
This isn't 100% cotton.
No.
Here's my motto when it comes to swag.
What the hell? This isn't cotton. And then I checked. It's like 65% cotton.
Oh man.
You know what? My motto when it comes to swag is just copy Barstool, man.
Do they do 100% cotton on their stuff?
Everything is like friggin' butter.
Well, I mean, these are District. I mean, District is good quality stuff. So I don't know.
I like it.
You know, but
all right.
Look,
interesting. I'm gonna have
people would say Lululemon is good quality stuff, but it's all plastic. Okay.
Recycled bottles.
We don't wear plastic. You know
I only wear wool. So I don't. This is the only non-wool thing I own.
Kings wear natural fibers, cashmere, cotton, wool. You know what I'm saying? Crocodile skin.
All right.
Crocodile skin. That's a big jump from wool to crocodile skin.
You know what I'm saying? Like white tiger testicle skin. You know what I mean?
Why are you so dry? That's crocodile skin, my friend.
No,
it cost me $7,200 for this wind jacket, but it is so nice.
The Barstool stuff is like a 50-50 cotton poly blend. You know?
Oh man, it's garbage. This guy's got no right to even talk about pizza. He's wearing 50% polyester. We're kings. Natural fibers only, 100%.
All right, I'm with it, man.
That's the rule.
Duckworth.
Next year, I want something cashmere.
All right, Cashmere. Yeah, that'll make the competition on the domain game will definitely
What I'm
up.
talking about. We got to step it
it's like,
up.
I got to get that hot.
I got to
butter
tell you a
leather.
quick sweater. I bought my mom an all cashmere. It was supposed to be pajamas, right? Nice hoodie, so comfortable, pretty expensive. I take her to London. What's she wearing on the plane? Full cashmere outfit pajamas, like in the airport. She
Yeah, your
looked like
mom's
the
Hell
most
yeah. I just bought a head to toe cashmere jumpsuit.
Can you wear
I
it? Can you
got-
wear it out?
Hell yeah.
Everybody they were like, "That is so nice." She was so happy. She's gonna wear that shit forever now.
Listen,
Hey, in fairness, like, I come from my wife, ingrained in me a long time ago. I'd rather have one amazing piece of clothing than 10 shitty.
100%.
And I will tell you, Drew, you are definitely you're definitely up there, one of the better dressed people at NamesCon. And, so I think you got to mirror that with your swag.
100%.
Call
100%.
Josh, man. Call swag.com. Tell him to get you some Tell him to get you some cashmere.
All right,
That's it.
Cashmere.
We've got cashmere.com. I've actually been toying with the idea of actually putting like because basically no label is kind of the new hot trend, right? And so I just want to I've been thinking about even buying linen.com and then just having cashmere.com and linen.com, because that's really all you want to wear is cashmere.
All right. So
linen.
the prize for this is going to be a cashmere swag.
I'd be in on the cashmere business. I could do cashmere. There only need like 10 lines. You can sell like
I might even start with cashmere underwear because nobody makes that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to feel cashmere.
You guys have fun in the apparel business. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
No doubt. All right. Well, cool. So Miller, what you got? You got a buy or a sell?
Well, I have an amazing tiebreaker, but it's a little funky. So if we need it, I'll use it. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Okay.
It's because it's a little bit. I meant to ask you and Drew before the show if it was one that I could actually, because it's an interesting case study. But I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to a buy.
Okay.
I'm going to give a little bit of color, but it's the domain is
color after.
All right, fine. The domain is Golfville, spelled Ville.
Golfville.com,
obviously.
Golfville.com, and it was a buy, huh?
Where's my calculator? My calculator's gone.
About yourself. Golfville.com.
Golfville.com. This
Golf,
is a buy?
like the sport.
Buy.
Yes, GOLF.
All right.
Golfville.com. Golfville, was it? All right.
All right. The Jeopardy music in here in a second.
This is a tough one.
All right, let's go. What do we got?
That's why I'm hoping we get to my tiebreaker.
All right, we got Drew at 1369. We got Shane, me at 2000, and Shane at 3800.
Well, it goes to Shane, which gives it a 1-to-1 school at 6500.
Ooh, okay.
Even. So a little backstory. You may remember one of the first internet boom companies in the 90s was a company called Gamesville.
Yeah.
Founded by a gentleman here in Boston who I know, and sold to Lycos for like $1 billion. It's like another broadcast.com, right?
Back when $1 billion was real money.
Right. Sold to Lycos for hundreds of millions, if not, I think 585 million, if I remember.
Was that Zynga, like Farmsville, Zynga?
Well, hold on. I'm getting there. So this was Gamesville, way before Farmsville. Okay. And they bought it. I happen to own, when I saw Gamesville was started out of Boston, I hand-regged a bunch of vills. One Casinoville that I sold to, oh my gosh, it was a large company whose name is escaping me, that a guy in Boston was the CEO of, who I know well. Casinoville, sold it for good money. Farmville then comes along, the most viral game ever at that time. And I also had like Loanville, Mortgageville, Creditville, and I ended up selling like a bunch of these into like, let's say, between the 50 and 150 grand range as hand regis. I sold Golfville and I bought it back because I actually think that I just have a feeling there's a few things out there where these Ville, like I was trying to hand reg for a while a bunch of Ville names recently, like new world Ville names like Bitcoinville or Cryptoville. Cryptoville was one, and they were all taken. And I'm like, all right, I think there's going to be another Ville that becomes explosive again. There's been Gamesville, Farmville. There's been others. So golf. I don't know if you guys, forget who follows golf and who doesn't, but the biggest thing happening in golf right now is what's called YouTube golf. It's massive, absolutely exploding onto the scene. It's a real business. It is probably its own, parts of it are owned by the PGA, but it is, a variety of things that happen on YouTube, live tournaments,
And it's
female
all
golf.
YouTube exclusive?
A lot. YouTube golf is mostly, yeah.
Wow.
Google it. It's like wild. And,
And YouTube
millions.
is just that business is just.
And there's but there's like golf tournaments with everyday people that are now hosted on YouTube with a phone camera and I just felt Golfville, like with all that plus the Ville, I just wanted to, and I did so well with other Villes in the past years ago. So it took a stab at it. So I clearly overpaid, but that's okay.
All right. I dig it. Well, Shane gets the point. So this is going to be interesting because Shane, now the name is on you. If Miller gets it, he wins. If Miller doesn't get it, then we are going to a tiebreaker. But Miller, you will not be able to put forth the tie-breaking domain because you will be in the tie-breaking round.
Fair.
So
I got a bunch of tiebreakers I can use too.
Yeah. So let's see, Shane, what you got. Depending on how this goes, it's going to be.
Okay. Since I'm the small fry here, I've got a small fry name. I bought SnapDragon.co.
I like Snapdragon.
You bought that?
Mm-hmm. All the other ones are taken. That's I like when all the other extensions are in use. That's one of my favorite looks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Snapdragon.co. All right.
And I don't buy a lot of .cos, but hey, I see him selling.
All right, I'm ready.
Right.
Hold on. I'm not ready. Hold up.
I thought you were waiting for me. I thought it was the hold up here.
No,
trying to get my. I meant to turn off this virtual background today. I mean, makes it hard to play the domain game. I apologize.
All right, I'm doing another one here.
All right, here we go. Oh, Miller, man. All right, I'm at 750. Miller's at 765, and Drew is at 1369.
I love that. We're
gonna mess things up. 370.
Ah, wow! You stole that.
So I got
you stole that.
That's me.
So that's Drew, right?
No,
that's 370 is JT.
Oh, it's you.
It's me because I had the low end. So that means that okay, good. So Drew, you will be doing the tip, but go ahead, Shane. But then Drew,
it's not a good price. Like I had a much higher.
Oh, you stole that. That's a great. I mean, Snapdragon is a great.
They're not going to get the COM, the net, the IO, the AI. Like those are all use. Like that's what you got left. If you want that brand or you brand first brand, I'll make money on that.
And Snapdragon, it's a flower that people love. And
my daughter's favorite flower.
You want to create brand demand beyond existing brands. You need something that people have an emotional, attachment to. And people love Snap. I personally happen to love Snapdragons.
Flowers are amazing. I mean, that's why I'm sitting here with you guys. Is I register plant names because that's what I did for a living. Turns out that's what people love. Petunia.com and all the tree names, oak, elm. Those are what people love to brand. Every golf course has a tree in it. Oak tree, elm. It's just
very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, certainly an amazing price, man. It's like free.
Yeah, all right, Drew. Totally. So then it's on you. So can you name something maybe that you bought or sold like super recent so that I can still participate? What do you think? What you got?
Can you let me please play, sir?
Yeah, can I please participate?
Well, the one I already had in mind, and I'm not going to go digging for more. So it is what it is. This was very recent. I don't know if you know or not, but hold on. No, I forgot. Hold on.
The buy or sell.
It's a sale. It's a owned and operated. It was Fractile. Fractile.
Fractile.com.
Don't know.
Fractile.com. Not fractal, Fractile.
I bought fractal.xyz. Yeah.
What's the
it's-
difference? What's fractal? How do you spell fractal?
So a
Yeah.
fractal is a geometric.
It's
So
the
fractile is like a piece of a fraction, basically. Is that like what fractile is?
Yes.
Got it. And we sold.
That's tough. That's tough.
it can be anywhere, but
I mean, really. All right. I'm gonna. All right. I've got a
I'm gonna
number.
make up a name. I'm gonna make up a number too.
Hold on.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't think you know this one, JT, because
I
this one
don't.
just
I don't.
happened. The 20th. This happened on Thanksgiving, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't. I don't know this one yet. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Trying.
Flip it. All right. Here we go. So Shane's at 15,800. Miller's at 23,735, and I'm at 35,000. We got a pretty nice cluster there.
I was thinking about going $1 just to try and capture it all, but
Capture
JT
everything.
gets it, but he's still off by half. It's
No way.
It's 75.
oh,
Woo!
great.
Let's go. Boom.
I should have taken the
Wow.
I should have taken the whole high side. I just didn't know how high to go. Man.
Yeah. Boom. Look at me winning. Nice.
I think everybody won at 75 grand. That's a good
yeah.
one.
That's it. Like, oh, we,
See.
gotta get the big piece of chicken. You know what
I
I'm saying?
bought that on I mean, geez, unbelievable. Bought that December 23rd, 2022 on Drop Catch for $1,000 and $1,004.
Nice. Boom.
And where'd you
Great
sell it?
return.
Privately inbound?
After Nick, buy it now.
Wow.
Boom.
Priced at 75.
74,895.
Yeah. Wow.
It's amazing how high people will go at buy it now. Like, I mean, we've had several multi six figures at a buy it now, no negotiation, no talks, just
Dude, Adam's had some sevens. I mean,
yeah.
some sevens.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
So,
I mean, I
Best
don't know
business
how
in the
much I can
world,
say,
man.
but like, recovery.com was 7 on
Yeah.
Adam. And they just hit the bin.
Sometimes the most important thing is just knowing what it cost.
I mean, it's funny. GoDaddy seems to be improving on this, but I've always said to them, like, guys, if somebody wants to put $1 million on their credit card to buy a domain, let them. Like, the domain is at your registrar. If they do a chargeback, you keep the name. The domain's locked for 60 days.
Yeah,
Like,
very few people could put $1 million on a credit card. I mean,
no, but the point
But it
simply
just,
being
yeah, big number.
that there shouldn't be a credit card limit. Like,
Right.
if you are a registrar and the domain is at your registrar or the domain is in fast transfer, there shouldn't be any limit. Just let
I
them
agree
bang,
because what you can
whatever
do,
they
like,
can bang on their credit card, let them do it.
what you can do with American Express, right, is you can say to them, I
You
want to buy something
pre-authorize.
for $1 million, or I want to wire you the money. Let's say your balance is 250 grand, whatever. I want to wire you the additional 750, so I have a credit balance because I want the points, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I want to put $1 million charge there, and they will always, American Express will let you send in the money. So others will not, but they will.
Yeah.
So
you
you're
need a
saying there's
card.
people that don't have $1 million they can put on there? Oh, those poor people.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Well,
to
even
hear
if they
about those
have the
people.
money, doesn't that's a pretty high credit card limit.
The problem is it
Well,
ties
either
up
way.
your credit. It ties up too much of your credit score.
Well, either
Yeah.
way, though,
And well,
just,
you also I mean, look, you're taking a lot of risk. You better keep that credit card under lock and key because you're taking a lot of fraud risk if you have a limit that high.
Mr. Coulter, do you want to buy that 87 Ferrari? It's just double checking. We're calling just to be sure. Yeah.
That's at culture to you.
Wait, so now we need another tiebreaker?
No, that was it. I won. Champ.
Yeah.
So, that feels
Polyester stays in-house, baby.
Boom. That's it. Yeah, exactly. 50-50 blend goes nowhere.
Wait, what was the first one you won?
I got Shane's name, didn't I? I think I got Shane's name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got
No ball.
SnapDragon.co, babe. You know what I'm saying?
I had one more that just that happened the day after Thanksgiving.
Right.
Thanksgiving was good. We sold about 5 names on Afternick between Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was like a little
It was a
power.
big, all of a sudden, whirlwind of just buy it now.
I bought a name. I'll get your opinion. I don't know how much value it has other than I bought selfdevelopment.org. Like, doesn't that sound? And I paid $550. And I just feel like it feels like it's authentic.
Now, the only thing I'll say is that we own self.help. Now, literally, I don't think I've ever had an inquiry.
Yeah, is .help a real? I honestly had no idea that.
Oh, no. Sorry. Self.care. We have self.care. Never mind. Unrelated.
Yeah,
My dentist uses the .care domain.
yeah.
And he
I
actually
didn't know
says it
that was
doesn't impact us.
existed.
He does not see a negative impact on traffic from that, having a .care
He's a
domain.
dentist. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Hey,
He
man.
meant through the door. Like there's
Yeah.
less people actually with cavities.
Yeah.
The people are taking much better care of their teeth lately. We were like,
Yeah,
getting
no,
nobody
exactly.
showing up.
I'm selling a shit ton of retainers. I mean, I don't know if that's the .care.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that other than we've got 20 minutes left. So congratulations to today's winner.
I do want to. I want to just ask, just because I am curious, because I wasn't. I'm uncertain on this sale, good, bad, or otherwise. Drumbeat.com. Drumbeat.com. What would you guys price that at?
Beat
Drumbeat, singular.
or drum beats.
Drum,
drug.
like you
Like
beat
the beat of your own drum.
Drumbeat.
Drum come with a kick drum.
As what? I mean, like price
Sale.
of what? A sale to like a.
Would you price it if you were selling it?
And
It was,
yeah.
I would be in the 30 grand, probably.
I gotta be higher than that.
I'd be in the 200 to 400.
really?
Probably lower than that.
Drum.
I'll be right in the
But that's
middle.
without doing any digging at all here. I'm just going on. I could change that answer in 5 minutes if I, played around with my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a great name.
Not going to keep suspense here, but I sold it for 40. I felt I undersold it. I always had it priced in like the 150 range. And I think it's worth all of that. It actually, I believe it used to be a Microsoft name. I think I bought that off of one of the booths way back. But
150 150 sounds like I'm with you on that. I was probably overstating a little. Looking around here,
and I think we had a 149 buy it now. We had a 40 offer. The Afternic guy reached out, said, "Hey, these guys are topped out. What do you want to do?" And I said, "Take it."
My camera's doing weird shit, man. Sorry, I don't know. I'm floating without doing anything. I'm not moving.
Yeah, you're walking on clouds.
Walking on sunshine. All right. Well, yeah.
And you know more about how many offers you got, how many, that's the other thing.
You get one solid, I say solid, 10, 25 offer a year. I get on the thing, but nobody's ever, 40 was definitely the highest offer we've had. And I don't know. Just felt like it'd be silly not to take it if they were really tapped out.
Yeah. I mean,
I doubt anything's on it yet.
It's one of those middle names, right? Like it doesn't scream out to you, and it's a known thing. So it exudes cadence and regularity and all that.
Yeah. I like that. I like the connotation of it. It's a very, it's an interesting name. But let's see. I bought this name.
Yeah, I mean, if it was
I bought Drumbeat. Okay, sorry. I bought Drumbeat.com from Adobe for $5,000. I don't even know why Adobe sold a domain for $5,000 back in 2016. 2016, Adobe. That's funny. We're negotiating with them on another name right now. I'm going to bring that up and say, you guys sold this name.
Last time it was 5,000. Now you want that much? But
yeah, exactly.
Somebody's stuck in their stock price.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, $5,000. $5,000 for that. But anyways, so it's a 8x sale, but it took 10 years.
Yeah. It's okay. There's more names to be had after that. You're going to use that money and buy something else from them that's even better.
That's it.
Media Options is the industry's leading domain broker specializing in domain acquisitions, high-value domain sales, and domain name consultation. As pioneers and thought leaders on the subject of the domain aftermarket and domain name value, plus through their clear domain acquisition service, Media Options offers startups and established corporations an unparalleled scope of high-value domain options, providing access to domain names and curation technologies not available elsewhere. Media Options believes in the power of a great domain name and is dedicated to helping you obtain yours. Call or email today to put a domain to work for you.
Well, good stuff. Congratulations to our winner, which is me. Billy, give me some applause. Hit me up. All right. Awesome. Great. I'd like to thank everybody supporting me in this journey. Instead, we got NameJetGonnaJet, section sponsored by NameJet. We review a list of domains coming up for auction, see what the Sherpas like and what they don't like. We got a list, and we've got about 10, 15 minutes to do this and then get through the grand closing. So let's get busy. Everybody got the list. And Miller, I'll start with you since you went second on the domain game. But what do you think? What do you like? What don't you like?
All right. So in order to keep us to our 10 to 15 minutes, I have 4 that I've noted, but you want me to just stick to 2 so we can keep everyone fresh? Or you want
it's all good. We got
right.
15 total, so you got up to 5.
The 4 I noted were personalinjury.net, mead.com, inquire.org, and artifacts.com. So you asked to think about this a little bit from investor pricing in your email, and as well as end user pricing. So look, personal injury, is a massive, as we know, direct response, high dollar business, highly advertised. We have the Morgan and Morgans, and I think they're injury.com, right? Morgan and Morgan is injury.com. You have my guys here in Boston, the second biggest player, blanking, Sokolov, I forget. They own like maybe personalinjury.com. So look, it's a .net, but it's the category defining .net for a high lead gen item. So I kind of had that in the, for a .net, I had that in the kind of low 6-figure, 150 to 250 retail. And, you can do your math, what you're willing to pay wholesale from there. But, depending on your goals, 25K, 30K, I don't know, 15K, depending on what your parameters are on that one. That one just to me is, a rare, not, I think you can get away with .net in that space if you're a major player advertising it. The other one I'll just quickly elaborate on is Mead. Mead's kind of a sleeper. I mean, it's a pretty good exact match name out there. Doing a little digging on it. I actually could see it selling for like 350K, like to the right company. There's some Meads out there, and
but it's not Mead, the honey drink. That's not how you spell it.
MEADE.
There's no E on the drink.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know about the drink. I just did a quick perusal on the usual tools, the usual suspects, to see if there were some end users. And I just think it's more used than you would think. That's all. I don't know if it's a surname or but so I guess those 2 are good for me, JT, in the essence of time.
Okay.
I mean, I like artifacts.com because it's a singular. What was the name? It kind of reminds me of what was the first name Drew said earlier on? Not Fractile, but there was another one.
Fractile.
Fractal, but there was another one that I don't know. I should look. It's a cool. I mean, artifacts. It's like a cool. I like the singular better, but because I think it's brandable. But I thought it was also another pretty good one.
I mean, interestingly, artifact, like the retarded, weird spelling with no vowels in it, was the one of the hottest Web3 companies.
Right. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane, we lost your video.
Oh, hold on.
Well,
Am I the only one seeing that, or
No, I
No.
don't know where my camera went. Okay. Somebody else go. I'll figure out what's going on.
why don't you
okay.
go to Drew while we're waiting?
All right. Well, I like this list. I mean, I think I would Vocal Studio, Reed Haven, Stormlight. I mean, look, there's nothing on this list I wouldn't be happy to own at the right price. I don't need to chase something like vocalstudio.com or sweethaven.com or stormlight.com, but I'd actually love to own all of those in my portfolio at the right price.
Yeah.
I love mead.com. That was also my personal favorite name in the list. I think that's like, a banger. rjp.com also, just it looks like somebody important's initials. Whatever that means. I like newsradio.com too. I think NewsRadio is a really cool brand. Like talk radio, news radio. I think it's I think it could be a great podcast name. I think it could be a good brand for digital publishing. And yeah, I guess if I'm gonna throw one more out there, I like FarmProperty.
Right. I think that kind of segues into Shane a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything on here I wouldn't own. Nothing,
Yeah.
which that doesn't happen often.
Well, it's been a minute. We haven't done a Sherpa review in a couple of weeks, so it always gives the list a chance to kind of reset and, get a little bit more frothy, you know what I'm saying? What about you, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the two names, farm property and industrial property. I mean, there's a lot of choices out there, and some of the bigger players have their own, like Coldwell Banker has a huge industrial property site. But I do find myself going on to farm property sites. I don't know what they're, maybe farmland.com is the big one. But
no, what's the
Big one?
Something acres. It's
so there's
Acre Trader.
Acre Trader. That sounds right. Yeah, so I think those names are, I mean, that's exact match. It's a perfect name for building out and plenty of opportunity. You're just going to have to compete for the keywords on the searches, but maybe you get ahead on the AI stuff. That's the other thing. You got kind of a new opportunity here to build out a new property when it comes to those. Yeah, I like all of them. I'll say a couple, like Mead. I didn't like as much because it's pretty much Mead Scientific owns every result, like throughout somehow. So to me, it felt like it was kind of skewed to seem like it was getting more results than it was, but it wasn't quite as exciting to me because of that, as they pretty much own that name and brand according to Google. Not that I had ever heard of them, because I don't own a huge amount of telescopes, but or other lens type things.
Not own a telescope, let alone many telescopes to necessitate.
Yeah, I might own a microscope that my daughter has to look at stuff. I would say, again, I'm at I always watch the 3letter.coms, right? So RJP, we didn't talk about it. You're curious how much the J takes out of it. J is not a great acronym letter, being stuck in the middle. When I have a bad letter, I like it to be the first one. Bad letters do really well. I also realize like some letters are better in other languages, but J more Spanish than
Jota.
yeah. Jota.
Juegos.
So I like that one if it goes cheap enough. I like, I've been getting some 3 letters for 13 and 15,000 and under 20,000, and I'll continue to put those in my portfolio if I can find them go that cheap. Auction, it's usually not that cheap, but I will say, like at Sato and sometimes NameJet, you'll find some deals on 3letter.coms. It happens all the time. So
yeah. Well, for those, I think Drew kind of nailed it when he said they seem like the initials of someone important. I could see that embroidered on the wrists of some.
Yeah, RJP just looks at it. Just looks like it looks.
That does sound right. You're exactly right.
It's just, I don't know why. I don't even know why that comes to mind. I look at 3letter.coms every day. That's not my initial reaction. When I see RJP, it just looks like somebody important's initials.
Somebody's
making
making
it be on their towels.
Yeah, it's embroidered.
Yeah.
The cuffs of their shirts, So,
yeah.
But all right, cool, man. I think we kind of tagged them all. Any last thoughts?
And NewsRadio was a show. Like I can't look at NewsRadio and not think about this show.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, is that?
Yeah, with David Spade and.
Is that? That's what Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah. No, not David. Yeah, is it David Spade? What's the one with Phil Hartman? That was NewsRadio.
Yeah. NewsRadio is Phil Hartman.
Was that talk radio?
I don't know if David Spade, but yeah, I think that was Joe Rogan's first thing.
Yeah, so Joe Rogan was the handyman. Yeah, it's David Spade, Phil Hartman, Joe Rogan, the guy from the Second City or whatever, or from the.
Was that called NewsRadio?
Yes, it's the dude from is it Second City?
I love that. Just for the nostalgia.
Kids in the
Hall. Yeah.
And then
I can't look at it and sit. That's all I think about. I don't think about anything else.
Dave Foley is the guy from.
Dave Foley. Yeah.
Andy Dick was in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, legends. These are like the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
There's some
all early starts. All starting too.
It all everybody is great came out of like Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, NewsRadio.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, David
Basically those
Spade was
3
on Just
shows.
Shoot Me. He was on
Just
Just
Shoot
Shoot
Me.
Me.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
was on
yeah.
Just
That's a
Shoot Me around
totally
that
different show.
time.
I used to get Just Shoot
Yeah.
Me and NewsRadio confused all the time.
But yeah, Joe,
Just Shoot Me had
look
the,
at young Joe Rogan, man. That's wild, dude. He's just
yeah.
no, that's crazy. So
I mean,
yeah,
I was
but
obsessed with Fear Factor back in the day. That was my
the Fear
intro to
Factor's coming
show.
back. They're doing a reboot with Johnny Knoxville. I think it's going to be pretty kind of wild. I can't imagine what they're going to get into to eat and the stunts.
And imagine, like, it was wild back then when things were
Yes.
like you couldn't be too wild.
Yeah.
Today it'll be like,
No, times have changed. Now it's going to be like, all
we're
right, you have to put
we're
on.
going to like Papua New Guinea to eat a human flesh.
Yeah, no, or it's going to go the other way where things have gotten so sensitized where it's like you're going to have to wear a 50-50 cotton polyester blend shirt for 30 minutes.
And
You're
you're
gonna
going to have to slap a cat, slap a kid.
some non-organic.
It's still I actually think about it more often than I probably should, but I actually think about this one episode where they made a dude stick his head in like it was like a clear clear, what do you call it?
Like
a box,
polycarbonate box or
polycarbonate box, clear polycarbonate box full of spiders.
Yeah,
the dude had to stick his head in the box, and I was like, "No, that's."
Oh, they would do this. They put him in like a tub with snakes.
That. That's not.
They put him in a tub with
even
snakes.
Put that on television.
They do all that crazy
image,
stuff.
That image. I mean, that was like.
Oh, dude, yeah, they had to eat the craziest stuff. They were just
Forget
none of that.
Eating, man. Sticking your head in a box of spiders. That's like. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, the scorpions, snakes, they got after it with all that kind of stuff. I can only imagine the new show is going to be wild. Anyway, all right, well, let's go around the horn really quick on any final thoughts, and then we're going to shut it down. So Shane, let's start with you. We'll go around the horn and finish with Drew. But what else is good, man? So you're
DSAD will be going into our 17th year of putting out a list every single day, and I thought we might miss a day or two, but Travis had hand surgery on carpal tunnel, so one day he couldn't type, and somehow he left-handed that thing all the way through the last couple things. So he's still putting them out on those days. So yeah, every day. That's what we do. It's amazing. I look back on how I keep doing.
It's really hard to do something every day, man. Like I write the Sunday thoughts, and like every week I have to deliver on it. You guys do Sherpa every week. This is a major investment, right, of time and energy and mind share. And, now you talk about every day.
Every day.
Yeah, I think my AI model would be good. If I train my AI model on my writing every day, 16 years of writing a paragraph and train the AI model on it, probably knows me pretty well.
Yeah.
It's still amazing, Shane. Like seriously, shout out.
I appreciate it. What I lack in good, I have consistent. I'm pretty good in consistency.
Hey, that's it, man. Hey, showing up, man. That's half the battle. So it's all
that's
good.
That's what I told my daughter when she was little. I'd say, even if you're not very good and you show up to practice every day, the coach is eventually going to have to put you in because you're going to be like the only person still there. Like culture, get in there. You're here. Nobody else showed up.
There's something to be said about hanging around the rim, man. It's just, it's just keep working. And there are lessons in that. So, well, good stuff, man.
It works.
All right, Miller, what about you, dog? What else you got? Anything?
Excited for I'm excited for the rest of the year. I'm excited for a little bit of reprieve over the holidays, and always important to get that rest and family time and R&R, right? But look, I think like I started off with, there's a lot of balls in the air, and got to make some of them go through them hoops. So it's time to
the rim. Not only do you have to hang around the rim, you got to finish around the rim.
Time to hit some layups, and it's time to hit some threes.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go. I like it.
Happy holidays for anyone I don't see before next week.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, and you, Drew, what else is good, man? Anything? Final thoughts?
No. Just happy holidays to everybody, and that's it. That's it.
Right.
Keep your head down. Keep working hard. Take a little pause for the holidays, but make hay while the sun's shining.
Yeah. We still got some shows and some things, so we'll still be doing our thing, and there's still some work to be done.
Shane, I wasn't even gonna say it, but it's just too funny. I have to. I was just, as you were talking about, how long you've been doing this. So I looked back to see when the first email I ever got from you was.
Oh boy.
And it's you sent me 3 names to put in the newsletter.
In your newsletter. Oh boy.
But so the best one is puddles.com, which you were ready to sell at $5,000. I hope you didn't
Yeah.
sell that for $5,000.
No. But I sold it. Well, I can't remember what I sold, but it was over 10 grand.
Okay. And then you said civilunions.com, 10 grand. And you said, it's a hot topic and I'm not even gay.
It was though. At that time, it was about to become. Remember,
Absolutely.
it was becoming legal. It literally was a new law.
Yeah. This is.
I don't remember where I sold that one too. I don't know why.
This is 15 years ago.
15
And then the other one was Cello, SELLO, which is kind of a cool name.
Well, they flipped it for like over 100 grand.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Wow. When was that 15 years ago?
I
So we're
sold it at
talking-
auction for like 5 grand or 8 grand or 10 grand. And then someone else sold it for like 50, I remember. And I think it got sold one more time.
So Drew, is that email from back in 2010? Is that what you're talking about? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
That's not those aren't terrible names for 2010 new guy.
Oh, what was the
No,
first
great
Not at
name.
all.
I mean, great name. Puddles.com, actually. I kind of love that name.
Puddles,
sorry.
Civil Union,
Love the
and
singular.
Cello.com.
Yeah.
Puddles singular is amazing, but I kind of even like Puddles.
I
So
thought
Drew, I'm going to
Drew,
Drew,
kid's name
Go ahead.
or kid's book.
Drew, I'm going to
Oh my God,
test you here.
Cello.com is owned by Shopify.
Drew, I'm going to test you here before we get off.
Shopify. I could have sold to Shopify.
Ready, Drew?
Yeah.
Continue say as for condo.
Whoa. Simmer down.
It's
Say
probably,
again.
it's probably a delivery guy.
Say.
Continue say. Now I got to look it back up. I don't know this. Continue say as for condo.
Continuasa.
Keep giving your best. Keep giving your best in Portuguese, allegedly.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
except it was like continue.
Continuasa.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say your best though.
For condo?
Escofando. That's what it says. Escofando. All right, boys.
Well, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, look, again, happy Thanksgiving. Looking forward to a lot more stuff in general. To everybody for who's continued to stay with us through the end of this show, thanks for sticking around. Without you, there is no us. We say it on every show, but we do appreciate you guys hitting us up. In the new year, we will reintroduce the...
Well, just for the record, my first email from Andrew is only 4 days later than my first email from Shane.
No way.
Wow.
What year was that?
Well, okay, that may not actually be true because I don't have all my emails from prior to 2010. So,
oh, dude, there's no way.
so
come on, man.
actually, but it seemed like a good,
That's that Kanye.
2010?
Like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I would say 2005 if I had.
All right,
to throw
hey
out a
guys,
guess.
look, we can do this on another time. The
Yeah.
show is over. Everybody go home. New Year kicks off. We're going to introduce the portfolio review thing again. We're going to start doing that probably once a month. We got some exciting stuff coming up in the new year. Got some cool guests coming up. But we're not there yet. This isn't the New Year's show. This is the Thanksgiving show. We're thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the audience. Thankful for the opportunity to be able to do this. And we'll do it again next time on Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. Peace out, everybody. We'll see y'all soon.